Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you mostly about the History panel, a marvelous feature in Photoshop, but I'm going to give you a couple other tips too. First of all, when I opened this image, it came in vertical and I want to change it to horizontal. So how do you do that? Go to Image on the menu at the top, Image Rotation, and a little menu pops out with several options. I'm going to choose 90 degrees counterclockwise and click that, and that's just what I wanted. Now I'm going to use the keyboard shortcut Control-0 on a PC or Command-0 on a Mac, and that makes the image fit the screen. Next, I'm going to take a paintbrush and I'm going to write across this image the word history. And this is what I'm going to use to show you how the history panel works. There you go. History. The History panel is located over here on the right side of the screen where all of the other panels are located. It is 4 little squares stacked on top of each other with a swoopy arrow. So when I click this icon, you can see that the History panel pops open. I can click these arrows and make it go back. So if it's covering part of your work and you need to see behind it, simply click those arrows to make it go away. Now I can also click on the bottom and drag and make this panel longer. So here is all of the times that I've used the brush tool. So if I simply click back one, part of the Y disappears, the other part, and I can go back a little bit at a time until I get what I want. If I want to go all the way back to the beginning, I can click on Open. But I wanted to rotate, so I'm going to click back to Rotate and keep that. Now, a couple of things about the History panel is that it's not infinite. If you want to go back like 200 times, you can't do that. So there's a limit to it. The other thing is, if you close this image and then you reopen it, your history is also wiped out. So the other thing about the history is if I draw another shape on here, you can see that all of those other instances of the history disappeared. So if I changed my mind and I wanted to go back to those, it's too late. I want to show you also the keyboard shortcuts. So on a PC, if you push Control-Z, that is undo, and on a Mac, it's Command-Z. The last thing that I want to show you is, let's say, if you click on this tab here, you can actually tear the panels off, and sometimes that's really helpful. You can kind of place the tools that you're using around in your space so that you can access them differently. But let's say that it's kind of got messy and you want to just set everything back to its normal position. So to do that, you can go to Window, Workspace, Reset Essentials right here, and then that tidies everything back up here on the right side of the screen where it belongs. The other thing that I want to show you is, let's say that here is the History panel and for some reason it got closed and you can't find it. Well, how do you get it back? The way that you get it back is to go to Window, and here's an alphabetical list of all of the panels. So you can just choose the one that you want. In this case, it's History. I click on it and that opens the History panel back up. All right, that's it for this video, everyone.